I have something fascinating to share with you because right now I'm living in a surveillance state on steroids. Temporarily, I'm in a town called Norrish, New York, where I came to help my dad when he fell from California. When I arrived to my hometown, I saw empty storefronts. I saw poverty. I saw opiate addiction and crime out of control. In fact, when I first moved here, my home was broken into and a lot of money was stolen. A couple weeks ago, I spoke to two people. Their homes had been robbed too. The fact of the matter, when I say that I'm living in a surveillance state on steroids, is they broke into my home, into the basement. They supercharged the voltage on my electric to the point that I can't even live there. They broke the furnace and it's flipping cold. And not one furnace repairman will come out to fix it. So I moved over to another place, which they knew I would. They actually had changed the entire electric system in this home. One night I went down and I turned off a lot on the electric area there. And that was great. I went back down the next night and they actually had jury rigged up something that had I gone near it, I could have gotten electrocuted. The issue is also that every time I leave, they come in. I had a situation where a police officer actually went into my tenant's home and I could do nothing but stand outside and let him do whatever the flip he was doing in that apartment. They broke in and they actually stole my pillow and they stole my stand I do these videos on. Ronald Reagan would be rolling over in his grave. The fact of the matter is, freedom is a core principle in our nation, and I'm allowed to live my modern day monastic lifestyle and have the clarity I do and stand up for what I know is true and what I know is not. This town is 6,000 people. No one dares to stand up and do what's right. I was in line the other night and I asked a guy, hey, if you could be smarter or remain stupid, what would you choose? Believe it or not, he said he would rather be stupid. My question is, what do we do with a town like this that gives nothing into the state, nothing in the nation except for MBT Bank, and I'm having problems with their morals and ethics as well through a transaction I'm doing? What do we do with how is this happening? What type of leadership is at the helm of this? I have no idea, except the fact that I live my life because I'm a free woman and I choose to think what I think. And I know I've written a lot of letters to President Trump. The point I want to make is, what does America do with a town like this who's bent on destruction, who's bent on taking advantage of the vulnerable to capitalize upon them, and they contribute nothing? They're like a dark hole pulling, like a dark gravitational pull pulling down the United States of America. What do we do with a town like this? I think we should do something. It's weighing us all down. And this surveillance state on steroids, it is trickling throughout our nation, whether you know it or not. So hopefully I'll rise up into positions of leadership, that I'll hold principles that President Ronald Reagan pronounced so lovely in all of his speeches. Remember, my friends, to stay patriotic. To remember that each one of us ought to be contributing and not be stagnating others.